Hi, everyone. This is Country Music News International. My name is Nigel Sharpe. And this evening, I have the pleasure of talking to Mr. Chase Wright.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. I usually say this at the end of the interview, but, we really miss you guys over here. So to have the opportunity to sort of talk over the internet and all the rest of it, it's not the same as meeting you in person, but at least it's some kind of a substitute.
Absolutely.
So what brought you over to Hamburg and Berlin, and when was that?
So that was in 2017. I had a friend who was living there, and I've always wanted to travel to Europe, and so it gave me an opportunity where I had a place to stay. I had somebody that knew the area, and so I went and took a 2-week trip over there in the winter of my sophomore year of college. We had a couple week break, so I took that time and went over there.
Okay, was it just Germany you visited, or did you travel around?
I went to Paris on a weekend, and then I went to Berlin on one of the weekends, and then Paris on the other weekend, and then was in Hamburg for the other remaining days.
Okay. You didn't make it to my hometown then, London, England?
No, so I was forced to make the decision. Do I go to Paris or do I go to London? And I just chose Paris, and I really, really loved it. I genuinely was one of my favorite weekends ever, and so I think I made a good choice there. But I still really, really want to go see London, and getting around there's a little bit easier being that I speak English.
Yeah, well, Paris is definitely a good choice. So I'll let you off this time, but you're going to have to come back, and visit this time. Visit London.
Absolutely. Hopefully they'll let us travel a little bit more freely before too long.
Yeah, how is it for you at the moment over in the USA? Are you out gigging at all, or do you still have problems with lockdown or restrictions of any kind?
Yeah, lockdown's not too prevalent where I'm at. In Nashville, things are pretty much back to where they were. Not saying they don't sort of revert back to lockdown here before too long, as things change by the day. But yeah, I mean, things have been going pretty well as far as things have been opening back up, people being able to play more. I actually have some shows lined up for the end of the year, so hopefully those don't get messed with. And so, yeah, things are, as far as touring artists in the USA goes, things are getting pretty much back to normal for now. And so hopefully they stay there for the sake of everybody's, livelihood. But yeah.
Livelihood and sanity.
Right. Right. Oh my goodness.
What you need.
Sorry, I'm babysitting today, and the kid is trying to climb up here on me.
I normally have a cat on my desk when I'm doing.
You know what? It's probably very, very similar to what your cat would do. It's what I'm getting. It's just getting climbed on right now.
That's cool.
There we go. We're gonna go back to the couch. There we go.
So is this your kid?
No, it isn't. But yeah, I'm just babysitting today, helping out, and I was gonna put her in another drop-in daycare thing, but I misread my calendar, and I thought I had one more hour than I actually did. So I was like, oh, this is actually at noon my time and not 1. So I ran out of time. So I'm just trying to keep her entertained for now until we get off here, and then I'll try to go keep her entertained at a park or something.
Ooh. Well, you could always sing her some lullabies.
Oh my gosh, she absolutely loves it too. She'll go and get a guitar and stuff. I have some laying around, and so.
Yeah, let's get to some music. I was watching these videos of yours, Chasing a Dream, which I discovered on YouTube, split into 4 parts. It was really interesting. I really enjoyed them. Whose idea was that?
So it was actually Rachel. Somebody on Rachel's team suggested that I do something like that, and I'd always had this goal of doing a mini documentary series thing, and hopefully as my career progresses, doing something a little bit more in depth with that. But so I mean, it was kind of a joint effort. And we like broke it up into like Rachel's team plus my management team. We sort of developed a like 4-part series to it, and I think it turned out really great. The person who edited all those things, Anna, she did such a great job, and I think it's like very concise episodes, really encompasses like my entire life, and what led me to music and all that stuff. And so yeah, I think that it's like really cool, and I hope more people get the opportunity to watch it. And I think that people that are looking for a little bit more like about me, and you're going to learn so much with those.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a great idea. The only problem is, of course, it's taken away about half of the questions I'd written down here.
I mean,
for things like where are you from?
People haven't really watched it, so I think you're probably good to ask.
Well, at least I know now that you come from Lebanon in Indiana. And,
yes.
I didn't know that before.
Yes.
But I guess you're now permanently based in Nashville. Is that right?
Yes, I've been in Nashville since June of 2019. And so, so I moved here just after graduating college. I graduated college in May of 2019. And I've been in Nashville ever since. And I absolutely love it. I really don't think I'll live anywhere else other than Nashville. And so, it's been a really awesome time.
One of the other things from the Chasing a Dream videos.
Yeah.
It was quite interesting to me personally to see your kind of musical development. Your mum was or is a musician, and and you got started also with playing trumpet and this, that, and the other. But how old were you when you actually first got a guitar?
So my parents purchased me some like starter guitars early on, some like junior guitars, but that was before like YouTube and stuff like that. So where you had a like book that you had to learn by, and I didn't really have the like I guess drive, or I didn't have anybody to like teach me, and so I never really picked them up. I got them, but never did anything with them. And then in college is when I got my first real guitar. So that was back in like 2015. And I started learning via YouTube. My dad surprised me with this garage sale guitar that was like $20. And I just started to learn on that. Shortly after, I upgraded to a $100 guitar, and then got a little bit better, started playing out at bars and stuff just to hone it in a little bit more. And I've known guitar now, I guess, in like some capacity for like 6 years.
Okay. And is it true to say that you first started writing songs after you got a guitar, or after you started playing guitar?
Yeah, I started playing out a little bit, playing at bars and playing cover songs, and I thought just the next place to go with that would be writing my own music. And so I gave it a shot, and I wrote, I think maybe like 2 or 3 songs before coming to Nashville for the first time. So I had never written with anybody else. I just written alone, and they weren't very good, I don't think. But I mean, just the goodness gracious, sorry. Sorry, I had somebody just call me right there.
Okay.
But my now manager must have seen some sort of potential in those songs to want me to come down and co-write with like some of his friends and peers. And so, yeah.
Yeah, the interesting thing for me was that it was after you got a guitar, that you started to be creative in terms of music.
Yeah.
And that was exactly the same for me. I mean, my father was a director of music in the British Army. He was a clarinet player. That was his principal instrument. So as a kid, I learned clarinet, and then I joined the school orchestra, high school orchestra, playing bassoon and all sorts of stuff. But at the same time, when I was 13, I got a guitar. And what I found was like almost immediately I was creating music on a guitar. So I ditched all the other stuff and just stayed with the guitar. And I think there's something magical about guitars that really encourage you to create your own music.
Yeah, and I think that like same sort of energy also happened when I got my first piano. I think that same sort of creativity came out, where I instantly began to want to create more in different types of songs too when I got my my like piano.
Yeah. So when do you think you might be able to come over to Europe again and play some gigs? That's what
Oh
we
my
want to know.
goodness. I mean, hopefully soon. I mean, next year's the year where I feel like a bunch of shows are going to happen. For us, I mean, this year a lot of shows are happening here for people, but they're mostly reschedules from last year, and so
Yeah.
we're really looking forward to next year. And I mean, realistically, to like travel overseas would probably be 2 years, and so. But I mean, I like hope to just travel over there as a like vacation sometime soon. I like do really miss traveling, and I really want to go more places in like Europe. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to London, Greece, and so we'll hopefully be able to get those done. Sorry, hopefully be able to travel over there within the next year or so.
So my cat has now arrived. She's
Great.
looking pretty happy.
We can be like
we can have a party.
With,
oh, gosh. Crazy. So you're looking after Eden. I'm looking after Beanie. Her name is Jilly Bean, but she gets called Beanie for short. I think we'll bring it to a close. We've got it's 7:30, so I'm going to have to cut this down a bit anyway. Chase, I'm going to wish you all the best for this year. And thanks very much again for taking the time to do the interview with us. As I say, we really appreciate it, and we do miss you guys a lot. And I hope it won't be too long before we'll be able to see you live. So either, I'll see you in Nashville, or, I'll see you over here sometime, hopefully soon. So
hopefully. Thank you.
All the best to you, and all the best to Eden, and goodbye from me. And it's goodbye from Chase, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.